Good morning, everyone. I'm Andrew. I don't want to work anymore, and we are back trading the NASDAQ. Happy Monday. We're going to get into the charts right away. We are dumping off from Friday overnight here through Sunday's trading in Asia, and I am looking for, I don't know. You know what? My bias has been wrong this whole time. I keep thinking that we're looking at these higher time frames and we got all these big opening gaps, and they're just not getting hit. So we're going to take it as we see it today. We trade the first presented fair value gap and ICT concept, and I got my spreadsheet here. Yeah, Friday I couldn't make a recording because CMC markets froze on me, and there was nothing to really show there since everything got messed up. But over 194 trades, over 67 trading days, we have 123 wins, 71 losses, 63.4% win-loss ratio, 5,812 points, and 86 points per day, and a 4.4 RR. And markets have just opened up here. We have 5-minute chart on the right. Let me fix that. And a 1-minute chart here on the left. We will mark the opening price in pink. And yeah, I could see us coming up to take out these highs, especially these two right here, these relatively equal highs. We might dip down first and take out one of these lows. These are pretty equal lows here. We also have these super lows, which are Asia and London overnight, are these ones right here. So we might take them out today and then work our way up, but we will see. It's been pretty red in the market, and I don't need to tell you that. Not a whole lot of volatility today. Candles are printing very slowly. Which means a boring trading day again. I'd like to see some action. Kind of like that. I like that. We're gonna mark out these highs here. $16.96. Yeah, that's 200 points away. $250 points away, 275 points away. We can get some setups in there. Come on. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this CMC market platform. It's just, it likes to reset the view on its own, and I'm trying to get a closer look at the candles, and it just won't give it to me. I'm going to be switching out of this to find some sort of broker, or I know CMC has a way to use TradingView, but I don't think in the demo mode, which is super unfortunate because that's the way I would like to do it. But on Friday, I saw my setup and I put my position on, but it just wouldn't register the position. And so I was like, that was weird. So I throw another one on. I try again. Nothing happened, even though it said that it opened the position, but it didn't show my P&L, and there was nothing on the chart to show that I had a position on. So I threw another one on and nothing. And all of a sudden I reset the screen and I had 3 positions on, and they were in profit, thank God, but I couldn't manage them, so I just flattened them all. I made a little bit of money, and then I tried trading from my phone, and it worked a little bit better, but then it froze up as well, and I ended up losing in the end, and that was just, I should have just walked away. If I couldn't make a trade on the computer, then I should have just walked away, but here we are. A lot of back and forth this morning. Stocks are in the red. Let's have a look since nothing's happening over here. Yeah, the only thing that's green that I own is Comstock Resources. And yeah, commodities, which and Comstock Resources is a commodity play, are going to do well this year. A little beaten up now, but they will be okay. Bitcoin down now into the 70s. XRP $2.54. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. Look at this, Alibaba 108, guys. I've already spent all my money trying to DCA down and buy the dip, and we are just dipping lower and lower. I'm out of cash, which is unfortunate. But Baba's going to be a huge winner. Intel is going to be a big winner this year, especially with the tariffs. What else? Yeah, I can't believe MSTY has been holding up. But I sold at $20.30. But still, that's still not great. And then I bought all these other stocks, and they're totally in the red. So that's fun. What do we have going on? So ICT put a video out, and he was talking about the highs and lows between 8 o'clock and the 9:30 open. So something like that. You want to mark out the highs and lows, and depending on where you open, that's kind of like where you want to go. You want to be aiming for these highs. If we're down in the bottom part of the range, we've already taken out the lows between 8 and 9:30. And we might have a setup happening here, but now that we've taken out the lows, are we ready to take out the highs? But just food for thought. But we just trade the first presented fair value gap, and it is starting to show its hand right here. But it's very close to this fair value gap in these lows here on the 5-minute. Okay, nothing to act on, ladies and gentlemen. That gap just got closed. How big are these candles anyway? $864. 60. That's a 50-point candle. I'm going to mark out this 5-minute here. Come on. There we go. So we gotta be careful for an inversion here, but the model's the model. Oh, we're coming down. Oh yeah. Starting to get overextended in this range. Past the 61%. We tap below that low. A fair value gap to the upside here would be ideal. Come on, let's go. Let's push up to these, 830 highs. Hope everyone had a great weekend. We took the ferry. Well, sorry, my wife's been away and she left Nelson and picked me up in Vancouver. So I took the ferry over on Saturday morning. We went to Vancouver and we went out for dinner and celebrated her mom's 65th birthday. So happy birthday, Jody. We had a great time. Hit up IKEA, bought some stuff for her new office, and yeah, just got back yesterday. I was going to look at a new boat, but it was raining and I didn't want to look at that in the rain. So, and then we got Flynn back because we had him being watched by a friend. And then we just watched the last 2 episodes of White Lotus. And here we are, it's Monday. And everyone's got to go back to work and nobody wants to do that. Right? Do you? Do you want to work? I don't want to work. Anyway, we still got nothing to act on here. Yeah, I don't know, kids. We're gonna go and take out the lows from overnight right now in the morning. I do have a small gap here. I don't like it. It's just way too small. Like, what is that? $176 versus $754. $10 or 10 point, 12 point fair value gap. I don't think that's enough. But I might act on this next one because then we're gonna have 2 in there. We're gonna go short. We're gonna put our stop loss 19 like that. We have 2 seconds. Okay, we went short there. It is inside this 5-minute fair value gap, but I think this is going to be a short trade. I don't think we're going to dump off much lower than these relatively equal lows here, but it is about 300 points away. 250. And my stop loss is, wow, 105 points. That's really big. I don't like that. Especially coming down into this fair value gap beyond a 61% retracement. But we trade the model. That's it. And those were my mistakes last year, or sorry, last week. I feel like if I just took the losses and then acted upon the fair value gaps after the losses, I would have actually been, I think, positive for the week. But that's not what happened. So we gotta stick to the rules. The back testing, shows like this is profitable if I just do as instructed. So that first fair value gap is just so we are clear, it's basically that one right there. It's just about to get inverted. And if it does, we will go long. And it has been. We wait on this candle to close before we enter when we have an inversion. 703, right about there. 10 seconds left on this candle. Okay. So we have one loss, which is fine. It was a big one though. But let's check. Stop loss 151. I think I said it was 108 points. 105. So let's go to our spreadsheet. We'll put it in here now. Monday, our first trade, minus 105. But we are definitely now going to push towards these guys up here. And we're looking for a second position. This is our second gap. There's another little one in here. We can't do anything about that. I'm gonna get ready to trade. I'm gonna add a position here. It will go there. We're getting a gap forming. Another about 10 seconds here. Okay. Two positions on. So far, so good. I don't know where my face went. Are we still recording? What's going on here? Yeah, I don't know. Lost my face somewhere. I think we're still recording. Gonna add another position here. Moving up our stop losses. This is the most I've ever had. $500 on a trade. This is looking great. Okay. I think we're recording. If we get a fair value gap here, we're going to move everyone back up to break even and lock in some of these gains. 600 and, well, just retracing a little bit here. We are getting close to the 7 o'clock hour on our 5-minute candle here. There there's a small gap in there. Okay, we are going up. We're locking in profits, people. $842 on a trade right now, $850. We're getting close to that overnight high. Wow, this is the best trade I've ever had. And I've been trading for, probably about 15 months now. I'm gonna move some positions up, lock in some of these profits. So we don't set targets here, we just move up our stops. And may have moved it up a little premature here, but yeah, we might dip down and take out our stop losses here on the 7 o'clock hour candle. Wow, $1,000 on a trade. So these are the mornings that you just have to keep going. You got to keep pushing, bringing up those stop losses, because a lot of days you get hammered and it kind of chops around, but when it runs like this is when you really gotta make hay. So we will move our stops here in about 40 seconds to the bottom of this candle here to lock in some more profits. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that now. And then our second position is gonna go up there. And then our third position. Wait a second, where are you? Oh, you're already there. Okay, which one needs to go up? Oh my God, what is happening now? What the hell just happened? There we go. We're making another fair value gap here. We just punched through And then we got these highs here. Man, we are really getting some problems here on CMC markets. Everything's freezing up. That's two days in a row. Oh my god. We gotta reload this stuff in the middle of a trade. Guys, we can't have this. This is brutal. $1,500 trade, and I can't even. This isn't even right. What is happening here? What chart am I even looking at? What is this? This is not a 1 minute chart. This looks like the 5 minute. Guys, this is brutal. But look at this, $1,700 trade. As we rip to the upside. 2 minute chart? That's not a 2 minute chart. A 1 minute chart? That's not a 1 minute chart. Where's all my 1 minute candles? I don't know what to do. This is complete trash. That looks like a half-hour candle. Let's make this one a 1 minute. That's not a 1 minute. That's not a 1 minute. I'm just gonna flatten all here. It was a good trading morning, guys. I don't know what's going on here, but I hope you guys caught that big run. We're gonna retrace here now on the 7 o'clock candle, and probably keep pushing up higher. But you know what? That was great. I'm still pretty happy with that. We're gonna find a new trading platform and fix all this up. But I hope you guys catch that and have a great day. We'll catch you tomorrow.